You're listening to Embrace Your Snake, the #1 podcast for creatives and entrepreneurs that have big ideas and just need a little help to get them out into the world. I'm your host, Michael Jackson, and today we're talking about giving. What does it mean to give? What does it mean for you? What does it mean for somebody else? How much should you give? What should you expect in return for having given? Let's talk about it. I have a philosophy about giving, and that is you should definitely give because you want to, because it helps somebody else, and because, and this is really important, it makes you feel good. I give because it makes me feel good. I absolutely love helping other people. But the thing about it is, the making other people feel good is what makes me feel good, and it makes my life better, and I hope makes the other people's lives better at the same time. I don't know if that's selfish or not, but I don't know that it really matters. You see, the problem is, I think that a lot of people give and they want to get something back for it. I'm going to give you my time now, and in exchange, I want you to give me your time later, or I want you to do something as good or better for me. To me, that is not giving. That's just putting together a tally sheet and saying, I'm keeping score, and in the future, you owe me because I gave you. So let's look at that. That type of giving sets up, to me, a resentment among people, because now it's like, well, I gave you a Christmas present, I gave you a birthday present, I gave you access to my my software, I gave you all of these things, and you haven't given anything back to me. But is that really giving when you do that? My contention is no, that's not giving. That's trying to prop up some future expectation because you want to get something and you may not need it now, but you're looking to get it back in the future. I've seen a lot of people give presents, for, let's say, for the holidays, for Christmas, right? That everyone goes out and all of a sudden it's Christmas and you've got to buy presents for everybody. It's like you feel like you should buy a present for someone. So, you've got that friend that this year I'm going to give them something for Christmas. They didn't get you anything. Next time, you know what? I'm going to give them something for Christmas. They didn't give you anything. Now the third year, you go, you know what? I didn't get anything from Sally, from Bob, from John, from George, whoever it was. Why am I giving them anything? I'm not getting anything out of this relationship. Now the question is, what did you give them? And why are you expecting something back from them just because you gave them something? That to me is the epitome of selfishness, and I don't ever want to give in that vein. I want to give because someone takes what I give them and they can use it, they feel good about it, and to me, seeing the smile on their face, seeing that they love what I gave them, makes me feel good. So in that case, maybe I'm being selfish because I want the love that they're giving me. And that's my gift that I get in return, is I get that warmth, that love, that happiness, that feeling that, Michael, thank you because you gave me something I needed. And never in a million years am I going to say, well, I didn't get anything back from that, because I get something back immediately when I share my knowledge, when I share my time, when I give people money, when I give them something they need to build their business, when I give them permission to, have fun, when it's just a gift and it's not something that's got an expectation tied to the back of it. To me, that is real giving, and I think that's what we should do. Now, let's talk about how does this relate to business, because everyone's going, well, Michael, in business, if you're going to give something, you better get something back because it's all about making money. Now, we all know that everyone's in business, for the most part, to make money, right? Businesses are not charities. Those are two different things. And one day we're going to talk about charities and giving to charities. But now we're just talking about, let's say you're a online marketer. You've got an online service business, because I do. I have an online business and I sell stuff through online. Now, the question is, if you've got an online business and you want to attract people, and you're going to give them something. Let's say you've got 10 tips on how to build your business. So, do you give them your crappiest little tip, or do you give them your best tip? Or do you give them all of the tips? My thinking is you give people your best stuff. You know why? Because when you give away your best stuff, I think that there's an automatic trip in someone's mind that says, oh my gosh, if I'm getting this for free, there must be other stuff behind it that's better. And in reality, I think that whatever is behind that gift that you gave, there is something better because there's a relationship that's going to be built. There's trust that's going to be built. There's all sorts of goodwill that's being built because you gave your best without actually saying, you know what? You owe me something. You need to give that thing away and not expect anything. Now, I know that there are a lot of people who say, well, Michael, let's say I give away my best stuff. I'm really giving it away only so that they will buy my next thing. And that might be true. That might be part of your sales tactic. But you know what? If someone doesn't come back and buy, you need to be okay with that. You gave that person that thing. Maybe you gave it in exchange for an email address. Maybe you gave it in exchange for, um, a phone number, something like that. So you got something out of it. But I still contend that that gift that you gave, whether you think it's worth $5, $100, $500, if you gave it, it is a gift. And you should look at it that way. It is not something that all of a sudden you have to say, well, I didn't get anything from you. I hate you. I'm never talking to you again. I look at gifts as a way of you can build relationships, but stop expecting I gave you something, you owe me something. Okay? I can't look at life that way. It's too stressful. It is too um, overbearing that I put stuff out into the universe and I just expect the universe to give me stuff back. That is no way to live, and it just is not fulfilling from a life point of view. Call me naive, call me crazy, call me stupid, say you're a bad business person. I don't care. I can live with myself. And if you want something from me and I'm giving it to you, I don't expect something back. It's a gift, and that's the way I want to see it. Think about it for a little while. A gift should be a gift. You give it because you want someone to feel the love that you're giving them. You're not doing it because they're going to owe you something later. If your idea is I'm giving you this and you owe me something, it's going to be really hard to live that way. This is Michael Jackson. That's my message for today. Peace.